Wrestlepalooza was a lazy disaster. WWE has debuted on ESPN for the first time ever, finally joining the long list of sports on the broadcast. Their debut event as part of ESPN was the revival of the old ECW pay-per-view name, Wrestlepalooza. And if I were ESPN officials upon seeing that event, I'd be desperately searching for loopholes on how to get out of the contract, because that was, without a doubt, one of the laziest premium live events WWE has done in the last 5 years. From poorly booked matches to endless commercials, and leaving a lot of the fans in Indianapolis feeling like they got ripped off more so than they already were with those overpriced tickets. Allow me to run down the event and give you my ratings on each match, but before I do, be sure to give this video a like and hit that subscribe button with the notifications on. And let me know what you thought of Wrestlepalooza. We kick things off with a tremendous introduction of WWE to ESPN, featuring many callbacks and pyrotechnics, with Triple H welcoming everyone into the ESPN era. Guess the Netflix era didn't last long since we're part of another era. And that intro was enough to make us believe that the show was shaping up to be a good one. Unfortunately, it mostly went downhill from there. The opening match was John Cena reigniting his longtime feud with the Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar. Unfortunately, the match was an endless barrage of suplexes, shoulder strikes, 3 attitude adjustments in a row, and Lesnar squashing Cena with 6 consecutive F5s. Afterwards, Brock hit another F5 on the referee and yet another one on John Cena before leaving the arena. Why Brock was so angry at Cena to the point where he tried to murder him, I guess we'll never know. But on a star rating of 1 to 5, I literally give that a big fat 0. A non-existent build, no explanations for why this existed, and the same old crap involving Brock Lesnar in the ring, only worse. The next match was a tag team match featuring Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker of the Vision taking on the reunited Uso brothers. The entrance of the Usos was heartwarming to be able to hear their signature tag team theme again before Jay's theme took over. LA Knight was chosen as the special guest referee on the spot by Adam Pearce due to him also feuding with both teams. It did add a little more flavor to the match, as LA allowed both teams to use weapons and did what he could to mess with the Vision. However, that caused the match to drag a little too long. Jay Uso got cut open from a steel chair ricocheting into his face, and the Vision won the match with a tsunami. Overall, I'd give this match a 3 out of 5. It was alright and acceptable, but relied too much on LA Knight instead of the long-awaited reunion of the Usos. The Women's World Championship was up next, with challengers Io Sky and Stephanie Vaquer contesting for the vacant title. This was one of the better matches that took place because of the amazing back-and-forth action between both ladies. Stephanie Vaquer managed to secure the win with a fantastic corkscrew moonsault and won her first women's championship on the main roster. The match did go on a little too long, but that's one of my only critiques about it. Overall, I'd give this match a 3.75 out of 5. Up next was another long-awaited return to the ring, this time with AJ Lee as she teamed with her husband CM Punk against the Vision's Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. And while this match was near perfect in terms of storytelling and wrestling, I still give it a 4 out of 5, because it went on for nearly 30 minutes and there were points throughout where you could tell they were just trying to pad their runtime. A 30-minute match should always be full of amazing creativity through and through if wrestlers intend to go that long in the ring. Still, it was the best match of the already sinking night. Before the main event took place, The Undertaker showed up to hang out with Stephanie McMahon at ringside and surprise her with the announcement that she will be joining the WWE Hall of Fame in 2026. While I am excited for her and feel she deserves this honor very much, was this supposed to be the big surprises Triple H told fans to expect at Wrestlepalooza? While it is a surprise worth giving a thumbs up to, it's not something on the caliber of making fans remember for many years to come. The main event was Cody Rhodes defending the WWE Championship against Drew McIntyre, and since this match, which had an absence of build for over a month due to Cody filming a movie, was scheduled to main event over names like John Cena, Brock Lesnar, CM Punk, and AJ Lee, along with Triple H telling us to expect surprises, it had fans speculating on possible outcomes, which included Drew McIntyre shockingly dethroning Cody Rhodes and winning the WWE Championship for a proper title reign, a possible return or debut after the match, or some other form of surprise. But here's the reality of what happened. Cody Rhodes looked like he was still suffering head trauma from the kick into the announce desk, but then forgot all about it and easily defeated Drew because the latter messed up one time. And then that was it. Drew McIntyre loses clean, Cody Rhodes retained the championship in a rather disappointing main event, and Wrestlepalooza goes off the air without a single surprise. I wouldn't be bothering with the surprises part if Triple H didn't literally tell the fans to expect them. If you don't have surprises planned, don't hype it up with a haha gotcha thing, because that's not healthy for business. Or Triple H was focused too much on Stephanie's induction into the Hall of Fame and forgot fans would say, "Congratulations, alright, what's next?" I give the main event a 2.5 out of 5 for being a disappointing conclusion to WWE's debut on ESPN. My final rating on the show was a 42%, a mixed to negative review, because this show was supposed to be a major deal as a result of being on ESPN for the first time. And simply being on ESPN is not enough to satisfy wrestling fans. It was a lazy disaster from WWE figuring the quality of their show doesn't matter because they're part of ESPN now. That is very unfortunate. Give me your thoughts on my review as well as your own thoughts on Wrestlepalooza. What did you rate the matches, and what are your overall thoughts of WWE joining ESPN? Let me know in the comments and subscribe for more content.